Hello, strong people. Week 3, day 4 of off-season work. You can't even see it. Still cold, in case you're wondering. It hasn't been above like 25 degrees for the last week or so, I think. Which I understand it's, plenty colder other places, but if it was any colder than the other day it said like -2 on my thermostat. If it gets down lower than that, then there's something else has to happen because it's kind of stupid to be out here in this for this long. I have to upgrade my my wardrobe, but it's like 15 out right now, so that's doable. What do I have? Oh, day 4 is really boring. Usually I look forward to day 4 of the week because it's like it's the event stuff. It's different. It's the strongman stuff. So it just hasn't been that way this off season, which I understand. It's the off season. So, what do I have today? Oh, since we're not doing Bradford presses anymore, since they kind of messed up my elbow, and then I further messed it up doing squats. Still, it's getting better. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I want it to heal up before I get into an actual competition prep. I don't know when that will be just yet. But I want it to be, ready to go by the time an actual prep starts. So we're not doing Bradford presses. We're just moving on to high incline dumbbell press. I was hoping that my reps would drop today so I could go a little bit heavier. But they actually, my reps went up. So instead of set to 10, it's set to 12. I was really hoping to try to get up to 150-pound presses tonight. But not going to happen if I'm going up in reps. Most likely. We'll see, though. Maybe I'll go lighter and just get a nice stretch today because it is pretty cold and I have a big bench day coming up this coming week. So, I don't usually train this late on Saturdays. It's like 5:30 or so. I really didn't want to train this morning. I get up and made a big breakfast and just kind of chilled out today. Didn't really do much of anything, which is nice because that has not been the case for quite a few weeks in a row now. So, it's nice to just relax, but can't relax for too long. So got to come out here and do some sort of training. I don't know what's after that. It's like upright rows, the usual accessories I've been doing on day 4. I think for upright rows this week, I'm going to do a sort of, I'm going to do them on the pulley over here. What the heck is this machine called? Cable upright row. That's what I'm looking for. I think I'm going to do that. So that might be the only real difference. Everything else is going to be the same. So hopefully my phone doesn't die out here and I can show you what I'm doing. So that's enough talk. Let's get warmed up and let's do some dumbbell press. All right. Can you even see me? It doesn't look like you can. All right. Dumbbell went okay. That last set just felt like I didn't really have anything in the tank on it, but not bad. Yeah, I don't know. I almost lost this. I did a one set a little bit lighter, and then second set almost missed the kick up or whatever you want to call it, getting the dumbbells up. But we got it. My shoulder only bothers me a little bit. Yeah, it's more like I'm just tight. So moving on from that, I wanted to go up, but that last set it pretty much told me no. So we're moving on to our straight arm lat pull downs or push downs, whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna try my upright rows cable style with the rope attachment. I never use the rope attachment. Frankly, I forgot I have one. I love the rope attachment for tricep exercises. It's like my favorite thing. Back, like when I first started lifting in college and stuff, it was like my favorite accessory. I just like that free range of motion where you're not stuck, like what's the triangle tricep attachment or whatever. Could be bicep attachment, but the triangle attachment, you know what I mean. I didn't like that one as much. I always preferred the little rope ones. So I think it's 3 sets of 12 here. Actually, now I'm second guessing it. Are these straight arm? Well, now I can't remember if these are actually straight arm or not. Or if they're pause. I was right. It is straight arm lat push down. So I was thinking of, because earlier in the week I do the like medium grip pull downs. Can't think straight. But let's do I dropped the weight a little bit on this because I want to be a little bit more controlled. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I already lost count, so let's see how these go. I'm gonna have to step on that. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I like those a lot more. So, I'm a little bit concerned. I think I mentioned before, I was waiting for this Pro-Am to drop for my next show, but I haven't really heard anything about it. And this close to like I heard rumors it was going to be in May, I believe. And it's already, well, it's January, so February, March, April, May. For a show like a Pro-Am, you need to get it out early, in my opinion. Just because if it's a Pro-Am, might be a smaller demographic, there's only so many pros. But that, and there's a lot more work that goes into a Pro-Am, I'd imagine. Because it's only certain classes really. Like the show's going to be smaller, but the events are generally going to be bigger, if you know what I mean, as in more spectacular, whatever you want to call it. So it's different. Like trying to think, like a Hummer tire deadlift for max, or like a big truck pull. Like those are only things that you could do, unless you had the exact same equipment over and over again for like 5 lanes, which is unlikely. It's a lot more work doing that way. But a Pro-Am is going to be harder to put on because the weight's got to be heavier. The equipment has to be, not the equipment per se, but the event's got to be a little bit cooler looking because you want to draw attention to it. It's a pro-am. That's part of strongman, having stuff look cool, especially at the upper level. Like that's the only reason, like the Hercules event, wrecking ball hold, like the deadlift and squats, they're always on these giant apparatuses. Or like Brian Shaw does he has a great example of making things look like a spectacular, an event. Like the car leg press, the chest press, whatever else. Everything he's done has been cool, but that's kind of the goal when it comes to a pro-am. Like, yes, you want things to be functional, but you want them to also look cool, because it's kind of the appeal of a pro-am in a way. So having only several months to put it on with a smaller demographic, I'm not saying it can't be done, but like this close to when the expected date is a little bit scary. So if it doesn't happen, that's fine. I understand it, because it's not always a promoter's fault. Stuff can fall through without, they can do everything right and something can still go wrong. It's just not always their fault. I would love for it to happen, but I don't know. And this close to it, I'm a little bit worried about it happening. So I don't know. It's not like I got to start prepping for it soon or anything. It's just you want a good turnout for a pro-am because your people are there to earn their pro card. So you want, you don't want like 3 people showing up, which I don't think would happen. But still, mildly concerned that it hasn't been posted yet. But that's okay. There's always another show. So I don't know what that other show will be. There is a local show in May. I love the events. I don't know. Let's do a set and we'll keep talking. I think that was 12. So, going back to that, I would love for this pro-am to happen. I'm just a little worried it hasn't been announced yet. That's really all. So, if it doesn't happen, whatever. Move on to a different show, even though I'd love for it to happen. So, I'd love to find another pro-am. There's 2 that I know of. There's the one I did last year. And then there's another one in like Las Vegas or something. I don't know when that one is, but I don't want them to interfere with other shows. Like getting my pro card is obviously a goal, but at the same time, I also want to go back to OSG and do better, basically. So to do that, I got to qualify again. So there's usually like 6 OSG regionals, and I'm trying to think. I did the very last one last year. That was in September. So I don't know when the other ones are usually, because it was a split decision to even do that one. Because I was full on, let's do nationals this year, referring to last year. I was already had like vacation taken for that week, everything. But changed plans, went to Ocean City, ended up at OSG. So that's the goal. I want to go back to OSG, but I want to also get my pro card. So I may end up having to make a decision as to which one I want more. I haven't really thought about this until now. I don't know. Because if... I have a decision to make here. Because this may end up being a one or the other thing, whichever one pops up first. Because I think OSG regionals start getting announced. I think they're usually May, June, July, August, September, somewhere in there, middle of the year. And obviously strongman's expensive. Like if I'm traveling for, I don't want to spend thousands every year on traveling to these shows. I want to do, one or two big ones, maybe a nice local one. Like I'll travel for a big show. Like if I travel once for a big Pro-Am and then once to like OSG, I'm cool with that. Because it adds up, it does. I'm trying to think though. I don't know how many Pro-Ams. I'm gonna have to look to see if any other Pro-Ams have been announced this year that I'm not aware of yet. I know there's those two big ones. And when I say big ones, the Olympic City one that I did last year, it blew up. Like it was big last year and there was a lot of good competition there. Unfortunately, I hurt myself there, but it is what it is. Came back stronger the rest of the year. So looking at it this year, there's like 32 people in it. And it's obviously stacked. It's a Pro-Am. They're all there fighting for their Pro card. I wouldn't sign up for a Pro-Am if I didn't think I could win my Pro card. So, I don't know. I'm curious now. I need to look around. The way I'm talking about it, I think I value a Pro card more. I might value a Pro card more. Because the way that they're making it seem... Okay, well now I'm really thinking. Because I believe a Pro card... This stupid compression shirt under here is so tight. It's like two sizes too small. It actually makes it hard to breathe a little bit. So, if you have your Pro card, you get an automatic... I think I'm leaning Pro card now compared to going back to OSG. Not that I wouldn't love to do that and need to do that. But a Pro card gets me into America's Strongest Man, gets me into the Arnold Pro-Am now, and you can go to OSG from both of those shows, I believe. I think in America's you can also earn a Giants Live invite. I'm leaning Pro card pretty heavily now after weighing these options here on camera. I'm going to be obsessing over this the rest of the night now, looking at other Pro-Ams, ways to earn my Pro card. Because there's also a Strongman Corp regional in July that I've done the last, 3 years? I think it's only been going 3 years. Gotten fourth every year, battled the bridge. If you win that show, you get an Arnold invite too. You don't get your Pro card from that. Not that you couldn't at the Arnold, but I got some thinking to do now. I also don't have much recording left on this. I better hurry up because I've been talking a little while. Lightening these up was a good idea. All right, finish strong. I need to use these more. having the flexibility of the ropes there lets me use my shoulders a little bit more, less bicep. But that's what I'm going to call the video today. I don't have a whole lot of recording time left on my phone. It could have stopped already for all I know. It could have died. A lot of stuff could happen. So I don't want to talk too much more, but you guys just saw me break down like my thoughts on the whole year and process now. So that's kind of cool. I still have more work to do. My nose is so stuffy. All right, well, I guess I'll keep going, but this is where you guys leave me. So, by the way, we're getting close to 800 subscribers. I don't know what's been happening, but you guys have been liking the videos a lot more. And I appreciate it. Like, I love interacting with you guys too. I don't get comments too often, but when I do, I love chatting with you guys. I try to reply to like every single one in some way, but I hope I don't miss anybody, so I don't intend to on purpose. That's where we're going to end it today. So go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.